Happy Wednesday, everybody. Good morning. Pretty early morning start, and been moving some furniture around, boxing some things. That's kind of all I'm working on today. A big project of mine too is to clean the cars out. So you all are going to join me on that today. I'm going to clean the cars, get them road trip ready. You know, throw away trash, vacuum them out, box up what I need to box up inside the vehicles, and then kind of just putting the cars back together, putting protective barriers for the animals, and what else? That kind of seems to be everything. So that's what you all are going to do with me today. I want to keep it kind of a vlog style, you know, stick around with me as I clean my cars out. So thank you all for sticking around. I know these past couple of videos have been a little weird. They haven't had a lot of energy. A lot of things happening. You know, we're still dealing with the house stuff. We're just waiting to hear back from contractors and estimates and all that. So I appreciate you all for sticking around. It means the world. This week is coming up quick. The fact that it's already Wednesday, which means we have, half a week. The way, so we're actually moving on the weekend. So it's next week, but on the weekend. And we still got to get through that whole next week. So it's a lot of moving parts, a lot of things happening, a lot of things moving. I have a lot of stuff happening in school too. I got ahead of my school stuff, did a lot of that beforehand, but it's more moving parts with a lot of things are having to get fixed around the house. You know, we're getting the tub repaired, crawl space and all that. They're looking at possibly getting a contractor done. So just a lot of moving things happening, and yeah, a lot of good things happening, just a lot of things happening. And so the thing too is we're still in this process of the house. You know, we have our official date, but that doesn't necessarily mean that if something goes wrong, that could delay us. So I want us to be able to get everything we can on track, and I don't want to risk saying too much before you know, the contract is official and we sign the papers and we're done. So thank you all for sticking around, though. I appreciate it. You know, these videos have just kind of been everywhere, and creatively I've been wanting to do more and see more and explore more and try new things with editing, but I think these next couple of weeks it's gonna be hard to do that. So I'm just trying to focus on uploading a video every day and doing the best I can to kind of make that happen. So I love you guys. I appreciate you all, and let's go clean out these cars. All right, guys, we're gonna start cleaning my car first. My car's not too bad. I have a lot of trash that I need to throw out, things that I just need to kind of put in there, like things I just need to put in their place, and of course end it with a little bit of good smelling spice. I know I want to clean the windows. I got to refill the windshield wipers, and honestly that's really it. My car's not too bad. Okay, I have a project to do with that leftover carpet. I'll show you my thought process when we get there, and then yeah, so let me go get the vacuum. That's kind of the most important thing, and then I may get a couple rags, windshield wiper, windshield, and then we'll do those. And as far as that's kind of it for what I necessarily need to clean my car. We actually did Haley not that long ago, but my idea with the carpet I think I will do to her car as well. So okay, so we got this cool little Hyper Tough vacuum. It's like a small little portable vacuum. My truck has this plug back here, so I got to turn this plug on, and then this will just hook right up in the truck. You just plug that in, boom, that guy's plugged in, and then you just crack this guy open. So there's a little filter in here. Where is, I gotta go grab the hose. We got the hose, This is one of the other attachments. And then, so I have to leave the car running for this to work, so it can use my plug. But yeah, I hope it's really hard for y'all to see all this. I wish you could. I could show you all real quick what's really, you know, I'm cleaning all that. I'm gonna vacuum the floors. I think that's good enough. A little bit of this. So let me take this rug out. Look at all that. Throw that down. All right, we're gonna start with the passenger side now. So let me get this. So hard to find the right angles for all this, and I'm sorry that I can't get good angles, but here's my trash bag. I'm just picking up a lot of trash that was left back here. I have some of these like all-purpose cleaning wipes. That's Rambo's favorite ball. Got some more trash over here. I have a whole other trash bag in here. This isn't a perfect plug for Kinetic, you know, Kinetic. Get you some. If you want to weed off of energy drinks, Kinetic is the place to be. All right, so I'm gonna clean this part of the truck. Put some new air fresheners on. Apple and mango sunshine. These things, they are on the expensive side. Like I got these for $3.99 at Ollie's. They are a little more on the expensive side, but I think they're worth it. Especially if you want just a clean smelling car. People compliment me all the time on these things, and these are the only things I've ever used. I picked up this Oracle Red Bull Racing interior detailing from Walmart. We kind of ran out of the Chemical Guys one, and then a Chemical Guys glass cleaner. I like Chemical Guys. I haven't had any problems with them. And really, I went with this one just because it was the cheaper option. You know, Chemical Guys can be a little expensive, so I went with that one. So I think what I'm going to do is I'll do the windshield first, because I feel like if I clean this, it's just gonna, yeah, see, it's already dripping all onto the dashboard. Normally I do paper towels, but we packed everything. So I'm hoping that these car ones won't leave too much of a streak. These like microfiber towels sometimes leave a streak, and that drives me insane. I may gotta go do the outside a little bit too. Okay, that's not too bad. Some of these parts here need a little... I definitely think I'm gonna have to go do the outside. I see a lot of this like gunk on the outside from the pollen. All right, so I'm just gonna go with the interior spray. I just slap it on there and kind of get some of this dust off. I think it's important, you know, the same way that you want your house to look clean, and, you know, cars, I think, are something people sleep on a little bit, you know. You think like, oh, I use my car on the daily, it's gonna stay dirty. After buying my first new vehicle, which was this truck, I took so much pride in taking care of my truck and making it look good. And doesn't he look like me? He's just, I normally don't wear glasses, but like, we're literally twins. He's my little dash buddy. And he has a butt. You know, I think it's important for you to take pride in your vehicles and in your items, because you work hard for that, you know? There's not a lot of things that in this world that we get to be excited for. A lot of people nowadays can't even afford to buy a house. You know, a lot of people are struggling financially, and, you know, you may not have the best car. You may not have the nicest car or the newest car, but I've been hearing so much about visualization. And in fact, I had a crazy encounter yesterday where that kind of showed up on my FYP as I was chilling. And I got into a video rabbit hole of like visualization and how there's so many athletes out there that do that. You know, there's a whole full circle. You know, you can see an interview where Conor McGregor says how he's going to knock out Jose Aldo, and he does. And he does it in a perfect manner. And he kept speaking it, and he kept thinking about it, and he kept dreaming it. And it came to fruition. And I think, you know, there's another a football player talking about that. I mean, there's so many stories about talking about visualization and how important it is to have that in your day-to-day life. And I had been thinking so much about that to the point where I went and made a collage for my wallpaper, and it's all these things that I have within the next year, within the next 5 years, and the next 10 years that I want to happen in my life. And I have just been thinking so heavy about it for the past couple days about how important it is to visualize. And I think that also comes to fruition with things like this. Like, if your car is feeling good, if your house is feeling good and it's clean and it's organized, what is that going to do to you? You know, especially when you're in a rut and you're having a hard time, like getting out of a depression, or you know, you're getting too heavy in your mindset. What can that do to help you be better and do better and help you have a clear mindset to be able to attack the things that you need to attack? So I just wanted to share that with you all, you know, as I'm here talking about these things and talking about how important it is for you to keep your stuff clean and organized. I don't have to do this. You know, we're about to go on a road trip. I'm sure my truck is going to get filthy. But for me, having a cleaner vehicle is what's going to help me drive better. It's what's going to help me focus better. It's what's going to help me get through a long 3-day road trip. Look for things like that in your life. You know, what can you clean? You know, helping somebody do the dishes, cleaning up your room, doing your own laundry versus having your parents do it or somebody else do it for you. Things like that can help just elevate your day a little better. Okay. I hope you all can see the vision here. I'm going to move these forward, and to protect the seats a little better from the pets, because the cats are going to be in here, I am going to cut a layer of this. We have so much of this extra carpet that I'm going to put a layer here, and I'm going to put a layer on the floor. And I also hope that will help the little girl adjust to the car a little better. Number one, this is like a smell that she's kind of already familiar with. It smells like her house. And then number two, carpet, you know, it'll help them if they want to scratch, whatever. And it just protects my seats. Now, I'm already going to have some blankets here to protect the seats. I even think I'm going to put some up here to help with the scratching and all that, because I just don't want any of my seats to get damaged. I just don't have time to order car covers. By the time it gets here and everything, express shipping, the seat covers are already like $300 and plus. So let me get a cutter to cut this, and then we can kind of measure and see where we're at. So this is the part that I had already cut. I think I'm just going to even that out and cut this little piece off. So I'm going to stick this in here, and let's kind of roll out what we need. That is looking good. I'm trusting myself a little too much here, but so I for sure want it to hang over a bit. And I should have brought like a marker. Let me start from the other side. Let me see. Let's redo this. I feel like I'm gonna have to re-vacuum all of this all over again. All right, so boom. And that is the full end over there. Can this go flat? All right. So it's kind of gonna stick up in the seat a little bit, and then it's gonna hang. So let me cut here. I think that's perfect. So this would sit tucked in the seat, kind of like this. Dang, it's a little short. So I actually may have to use this piece for down here on the rug. So this one is gonna be a little trickier because I'm gonna have to cut out pockets because this carpet is so long. I'm gonna have to cut out like perfect pockets for the middle piece. But this is coming together nice. You see the vision? Do you all see the vision? I want it to kind of sit perfect in here. I wanted it to go up a little so the cats can't come in here, and then like underneath. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'll cut out this part so that way this seat can go back. Perfect. And then I gotta cut out a little section here. So this little section is so that seat can go back for anybody that's riding and needs a nap. I know this looks so crazy, but trust me, traveling with cats is chaos. I want to do everything in my power to make them as comfortable as possible. You know, it's gonna help everybody. We're all gonna benefit from that. So I want to do everything in my power to just make them feel comfortable, because this is not an easy transition for any of us. And if that can make this whole thing a little easier, then I want to do that. All right, so a couple extra pieces of pocket squares. It's looking good. The radio is going to be a little covered here, but that's okay. It's already looking good, and I'm still debating on adding carpet here or not. I'm literally torn. I don't know what to do. I think it's gonna look it's not gonna fit perfect in here. Like, I want to tuck it under the seats, and I may have to do individual pieces. But let's see. Let's just see where we're at with that. So I'm gonna let it hang over a little bit. I'd say like that. Okay. So I think what I'm gonna have to do is just do seat sections and like cut off and mark where I want those to be so I can sit them in and tuck them in. You know what I mean? Can I taco fold this? Let me taco fold this. Okay. So let me make a slit here. And that should be it, honestly, because it's just this row that needs the cut. So now I got sections I'm gonna have to re-vacuum this whole truck. And then it should be able to kind of just tuck in here once I cut some of these pieces out. It's hard because I wish I could just tuck these, because I want everything protected. I want everything to be covered and protected. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna vacuum this again. These are the pieces I'm gonna use. I'm gonna stick them in the back of my truck as far as the seats. And thoughts and opinions, you know? Let me know y'all's thoughts and opinions on this. I know it's kind of crazy, but you know, I've just protected my car so much, and like I said, I value this thing like crazy. All this can be vacuumed, right? All these little bits, that's vacuumed. What you can't fix is like tears on the seats and scratches on your seats. So that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to find a way to just preserve my truck as much as possible. So yeah, let me know thoughts and opinions. Maybe there is some backseat covers for this, and I can skip that whole step. But I want this to be protected, and I want this to be protected. I would probably put blankets over this, and then I would still put blankets underneath this, and then put the carpet on there. So just for that extra protection. So let me know y'all's thoughts. Thanks for sticking around. That's probably going to be it for today's video. I really would like some feedback. If anybody has any ideas, I'm keeping the carpet here probably until moving day. Nobody comes back here anyways, so that's going to stay. I'm going to vacuum the rest of this out. I'll keep you all here for that. So yeah.